enslaved, colonized, oppressed the African, the black person. Christianity was always there.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is another interesting video. As always, you guys know we have amazing conversation here. So today's video is another conversation that I find really interesting. So this video is a video of a black man who came on to talk about he doesn't understand why black people still practice the Christian religion. He went to really talk about a whole lot of things. And some of the things he was saying, I kind of agree with him. But some of the things I'm just like, And we all know that one of the biggest tools that was used for slavery, both the transatlantic slaves and even the Arab slavery, was religion. And you guys know how I feel about religion. If you've been watching me for a while, you know, like, you know. So this guy bringing this conversation, like he doesn't understand why black people especially still practice this religion that was used to inflict so much pain, anger, so much affliction towards black people, people that look like us. Like, he doesn't understand. He went on to say a whole lot of things that make sense. Anyway, guys, I need you guys to check out this video. Then we'll come back and talk more. But please let me know your own thought down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful as always. So let's check out this video. Then we'll come back and talk more.
I still don't understand why black people are Christians. I don't get it. Christianity and black people, in my opinion, don't go together. And this is why I don't understand it. If you take a look at the story that the Bible portrays, it's about a people in the Middle East, around that region. And it's about a people that have zero connection to you as a black person, as an African. So what is the relatability in there? You're reading stories about Corinthians and, Syria and places that have zero connection to you. Jerusalem. What connection does Jerusalem have to you as an African? As a black person? Zero. So that's point number one. Point number two. In every negative instance that collectively harmed, enslaved, colonized, oppressed the African, the black person, Christianity was always there. Is it slavery? For over 400, 500 years, where was this God? What did God do to free the people that were getting beaten, assaulted, demeaned on a daily basis, and forced to do labor? Where was the God? Can somebody tell me that? Because I'm thinking strictly. I'm thinking strictly as a practical person. I don't want any emotions in here. Where was the God in that context? Colonization. When the West came to take over the lands and imprison the people, and in Congo, some people's hands, when they couldn't produce enough rubber to be sent to King Leopold of Belgium, the hands were off. Where was God? The God you guys are praying to today, where was he or her to come help you out? I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand why black people are Christians to this day. In Africa particularly, we are praying to God, the Christian God, that has watched Africans get destroyed, oppressed, black people in general get destroyed, oppressed for centuries. Why would that God give you priority over the people that he's helping or her helping? I don't know the gender, forgive me. It makes no sense to me. Why are black people still Christians? Somebody please explain this to me. Before Christianity came to Africa, we've had our own traditions. We had our own systems of religion. We had our own systems of worship. And every African religion was tied and interconnected to nature. Every African religion was tied and customized, was specific to the African person because it knew what we as a people we needed. That is your identity. That's why I'm not a Christian anymore. I don't associate to Christianity because it just makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. If you go to Nigeria today, or most African countries, the picture of Jesus is a white guy with blonde hair and blue eyes. From the Middle East. Don't you see, dear Africans, don't you see the psychological warfare that's supposed to put on your mind? You were colonized with that picture, the blonde hair, blue eyes. That's to put in your mind that if your revered figure has blonde hair, blue eyes, and white skin, you are supposed to automatically bend and bow and listen to the white man. That's literally what he's telling you. That's literally what he's telling you. I'm speaking in the context of Africa and black people in general. I don't understand why black people are still Christians. A lot of the colonial powers, Great Britain, Spain, a lot of those countries that use Christianity as their tool to enslave and manipulate people, they're not even Christians themselves anymore because it was just a tool. It was just a psychological and mental tool, and it's done its job, and then they threw it away because you've already believed it. Think, African, think. Why are you still a Christian? Why are you still fervently fighting over this religion that was not even for you? Show me a point in the Bible today that is related to you, that you can relate to, that speaks to you as an African person. I want you to tell me. It's not. Because you are reading the stories of a people that are in the Middle East, that are far away, that even you as an African, as a black person, if you want to go there, you need passport, you need visa. Because it's not for you. You're not from there. It's not your thing. We as Africans had our own style. We had our own style of worship, our own style of appreciating nature. Our own religion was tied to nature because we recognize that nature is God. Nature is God. Nature gives us water, gives us sun, gives us food. Nature gives us healing. Nature also takes away, it destroys. That's why African religion, African culture, African worship was really tied, intertwined with nature. We disconnected with that, and then we wonder why everything is chaotic, because we are taking in other people's way of life. So please, somebody explain to me, why are black people in 2024 still Christians? I'd like to learn. Thank you.
So please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. You're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So feel free, go share your opinion. We're a family here, we're allowed to disagree. Disagree is the norm here on this channel, okay? Like I always say, yeah, let's try and make disagreement a norm, because normally, generally in life, we feel like when we disagree with somebody, that means we're fighting with somebody, that means we don't like the person. It's not like that here. When we disagree, we know, okay, we disagree on this issue and it's fine. Okay, so feel free to share your opinion. So here's my own thought on this. I am a big advocate of, I've said it before here a couple of times on this channel, is that I don't believe in religion anymore. I believe in God, I believe in spirituality, but I don't believe in religion. And this is due to the journey I've walked on in terms of my healing journey and self-finding journey. And I found out that, and even to date, even the Catholic Pope that came to Africa and introduced Christianity to a lot of West Africans are even still apologizing for the role they play in the transatlantic slave, which has caused black people a lot of pain. Even to date, we're still suffering it. And for me, a whole lot of people, especially in my culture and in my society, a lot of people that practice Christianity, if you ask them some questions, they don't really get it. Like if you ask them, what do you like what are your thoughts, where do you think Christianity come from, and why do you think they gave us Christianity? And there was a video I did a couple of about last year or last 2 years ago, where we're talking about if the white people, I'm not trying to call anybody, we're having a conversation here. If white people, especially the ones that the colonized masters, they really, really like us, why would they give us something that is going to save us, which is religion? Because that's what they tell us, that Christianity is going to save us. I know that I was born a Christian, I was raised in a Christian household, but that's the mentality. They're like, oh, that's going to save you. That's going. Why would somebody that is stealing so much from us? Why is somebody that is killing our women, taking our fathers for slavery, like doing all sorts of things to our kind? Why would they give you something that is religion? I remember a couple of, I think sometimes last 2 years, I was having this conversation. I went to a friend's place and I met somebody, and we're talking about, like, I try as much as possible not to engage with a lot of people, especially when they are very, very religious, whether being Christian, Muslim, whatever religion you use. I try not to really engage, because I feel like it takes a lot of self-finding for you to get to that place where you are like, okay, this thing is, the 1+1 is not adding. So I kind of get where he's talking about why are African students, when we know full well with history and everything, we know how they've used religion to afflict us. But also him talking about how all the stories in the Bible are from the Middle East. I get it, some of the stories are from the Middle East, but one thing a lot of Christians don't know is that most of these stories in the Bible were stories taken from everywhere in the world, and that it was compiled. If you go in research or do your research about the Bible, which is the Catholic people assembled the Bible, literally, that we all read, and both the ones that was hidden in Vatican and all that, you find out that even the Jesus Christ story is a story from Ethiopia. So it's almost like different story that was told from different parts of the world, especially amazing stories or amazing events that happened in different parts of the world that was being told, or stories that was being compiled. And I feel like, personally, some of the stories, they kept it, and some of them have to do with us, Africa. Some of the stories are African stories, but they kept it and like, no, try to make it to look like the Caucasian or the white European type of story. And this really, 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 like, get me thinking, because a lot of the people, Caucasian white people that came to Africa, the colonized masters that came to Africa to colonize a lot of Africans country, the French, the British, the Spain, the Portugal, most of these people are not Christians anymore. Like, if you see, and if you go and go and do the statistics of how many of these people are still Christians to date, like their country, the number of Christians in the countries, and you find like, so why are they not really practicing this religion that they are come to say, you know what, this religion is going to save you and all that? I don't have anything against anybody that practices religion or being into religion, but for my own personal self, I don't believe in religion. I believe in God. I believe in living your truth. I believe in connecting with God in your own way, knowing God yourself, find yourself with God. I believe in that, and I believe in being a good human being. And I feel like when it comes to Christianity, religion, I know that they're actually more focused on things you should not do, things you should not do, don't ask questions, don't talk about it. And I feel like this just all stems from control and all that, for people not to ask this question and get information. They'll just say that is how it is, and people just do it just because that is how it is. But I feel like if you go on your self journey and you know who you are, it's a different ball game in terms of your spirituality with God and all that. So, which is something I advise a lot of people. I say, go find God yourself. I'm not saying you should not be religious, but find God yourself. Find God on your own terms, and you understand that it's more important to live your authentic self, be a good human being, and just exist. Because there's, if you come to Africa, if you come to my country, Nigeria, you find out that we have a whole lot of religious people, like really religious people. But you look at the situation in the country, in the continent, is messed up. But the only thing they will tell you, oh, believe in God, rather than taking actions and doing things that should be done. They'll, oh, believe in God, yada, 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 let's continue praying, everything will be fine, everything is well. And in Jesus' name, I was like, okay, no, things are not going to change this way. And if we continue going on that mindset, especially as people in the continent, things are not going to change. And we've seen like these same colonial masters, they are still in the continent, still exploiting a whole lot of the continent. Until we start informing ourselves and educating ourselves of who we are and what we are as people and come together, that's never going to change. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you think about why Black people are still Christian, especially people in Africa and in African descent. Why are they still Christians? Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. Okay, go ahead and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share your thoughts. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.